Video is so important because you can actually connect with a person and help them feel comfortable in that part of the process when they're considering hiring your company.
Welcome to this episode of Amplify with White Knight Productions. I'm your host, Elin Barton, and today my guest is Beth Menduni, owner and CEO of the Marketing Department, a video production and marketing company from Columbus, Ohio. Thank you for joining us today, Beth.
Thank you for letting me be here, Ellen. This is going to be a fun recording session. All right, so what do you want to talk about today? What do we want to tell people about?
Well, I want to talk about video and the marketing power of video. And, there's so much we can dig into here, but I guess let's just start with a really easy question. Why should people be using videos to tell their stories when they have so many other choices?
One thing that I love about video, it's that instant connection you can make with someone, especially in the way that my company focuses on video. We actually want people on camera. We're not necessarily showing things or products or anything. We want to work with service providers and put them on camera. So it makes a connection and it starts a relationship. And Ellen, you know how important that is when you're considering something as a business owner. How many times do we think about who we're going to purchase from and before we make a buying decision? So video is so important because you can actually connect with a person and help them feel comfortable in that part of the process when they're considering hiring your company.
For people that are watching this video out there, maybe thinking that they would like to hire a video production company wherever they live or, virtual, whatever is best for them. What are some of the things that people should be looking for when, kind of assessing who would be a good fit for them?
Usually when you're in that consideration buying phase and trying to figure out who's going to be a good match, you're usually talking to the salesperson, right? Unless it's the business owner, unless they're talking to the business owner like you or I, since we own our own companies. But most of the time they're talking to the salesperson. So if you're looking to actually engage with a production company to help you with your video marketing, ask to talk to their producer and who you'd be working with. Like, see if that relationship clicks. Because if it's someone that just doesn't align to your values or just doesn't feel good, if they don't make you feel good, then you're never going to get the best performance off a camera. That relationship is crucial. We were talking about relationships earlier and how important it is with marketing, but I think that your relationship with your producer is huge as well.
People have this perception that they're going to get burned when they go to hire for video because maybe they've had a bad experience in the past or with marketing. It's expensive, it's scary. I feel that if you find the right partner, you're going to have the opposite experience to feeling like you've been taken advantage of. Like what we always do is we always help people strategize and get the right content that's going to work in their master plan, help them come up with a master plan if they don't have one. But then when you have that video content, typically when you're making a video, a lot of it ends up on the editing room floor. So you can repurpose some of that content. But even in the main video that you set out to make and you make that video and you get that video, well, then from that video, you can transcribe it and make a blog article. You can, maybe take a piece of it and make a social media post and or take a quote from it and make a social media post. Like there's so much you can do when you have that content. And that is just one way to help people maximize their ROI. And I that's a message I just want to scream from the rooftops because it's like so underutilized.
It 100% is. I tell all my clients, and honestly, this is a new policy that we just put in. We don't just make one video. If you're looking for one video, we're not the company for you. We want to maximize your video and make multiple ones, because if you're out there making one record and doing one thing, setting us up to come out to you, which is expensive, you should be utilizing video in multiple places. That's how you increase your ROI. And I'm a huge recycler. I'm definitely a tree hugger. I'm all about sustainability. And when you really think about it, like you just said, you were able to capture all these amazing stories Well, how do you pull the elements apart? Can you turn it into a quote for audio? Can you turn it into like a graphical post through the transcription? Make it a blog. I love that, Ellen. I'm so with you on that because it just, I don't know where it comes from, but if you should never be making just one video.
I just want to thank you for spending this time with us today, being a guest on Amplify.
Thank you, Ellen. I really appreciate being here.